Welcome back, guys, to Strategic Command. We are, of course, playing against the awesome Tornado, and he has taken the northern areas here of Shavli, a few other areas. Kind of expected that to occur, but also taking Gumbinnen. So quite a push here for sure. Now, it looks like he's actually approaching, or potentially approaching, with some of these infantry divisions. And I'm just taking a look here at the sort of loss ratio, as it were. What I am going to do is reinforce a few of these units to max reinforcement. But you could see that not every single one of these on the front lines is going to be able to get those max reinforcements. We really do want to push it, though, if we can. So there we go. Once again, trying to really beef this up. And I'm not pushing westwards. I'm going to stay here. Now, he has already started to engage us here on the open sea. That's exactly what I kind of expected, and we want to absolutely return the favor. But he's got quite a few ships here, larger ships, smaller ships, etc. We're going to go for some of these behemoths, although he's got some French armored cruisers here that I think just are perfect for destruction. Let's go ahead and try and destroy them. 500 national morale bonus, that's what we're looking for, of course. And we want to get this submarine and try and get him over here. Oh yeah, I did not think that was going to work out. We got slightly lucky there. And let's just move in here. Immediately we're going to try to take out some of these ships. But what I'll do is actually send some of my ships over here back to port to pretty much rebuild, etc. Get these guys back up to fighting strength. As you can see, I'm really surprised by that guy able to get away from the Bismarck. That is quite amazing. This destroyer is able to evade a lot. That's interesting. I haven't seen that before. Also push the rest of these ships back. Push this ship back, and also our Kaiser Wilhelm II. We're going to eventually get him back unless... ooh, look at that. He's actually got a ship waiting for us. We'll try to get him back, but he might be able to wipe out the Kaiser Wilhelm. And this is looking pretty rough for our Navy, so we need to find another approach. Now, the goal was moving into Poland, of course. If we were able to move into Poland, that would be absolutely awesome. But I'm just not sure we're going to succeed there. We have to keep our eyes over here near Krakow. The enemy could easily break through, so I am going to begin advancing here with some of these units just to form a sort of front line here with the Russians. So we're really trying to get that front line going, even if it means moving units through Thorn, for instance, and especially if it means reinforcing these units. So we'll go ahead and reinforce that cavalry. I think Memel will eventually fall here, but maybe what we can do, try and break through Johannesburg here, or at least really cause him to lose quite a few men on this front line. There we go. I thought for sure we'd be able to break him. Doesn't look like we'll be able to break him this turn. There we go. And the question is, do we actually want to go in there and try to hold the area? I am going to attempt it, taking that city back from them. And I'm also going to look over here on the Polish front. I think this is where we really need to try and shine. And I'm not so sure we're going to be able to. So for now, let's at least entrench. Let's make sure that this area is well defended at the very least. And, of course, reinforce any units we can. If we can't reinforce them, we'll simply entrench in this area and prepare for enemy attacks. Let's take a look over here. So we could start attacking here. It's not the worst idea in the world. So I'm going to start attacking at Stanislav. As to whether or not we can break through, I think time will tell. Now, he's actually taken Stanislav from us once, so taking it back would definitely be in our best interest. Oh, so close, but no cigar. And here's what we could do. We could move back and still get an attack. Let me see. Yeah, we could still... I think we have to take that kill. When you've got a chance to destroy an enemy core here, I don't think we can let that fall through our grasp, although we are going to have to do something here about Lemberg. So let's get into Lemberg here. Entrench even more, just turn this into essentially a fortress city. And move the rest of our units here. Again, we've got to do something about putting a unit over here near Przemyśl. Yeah, I might need to bring a unit over from somewhere like Breslau. So I'm actually going to go ahead and operationally move this guy. And specifically because I want to get him right there. I want to be careful as well because Tarnów looks like a perfect target for the enemy. I want to make sure that the enemy doesn't break through too easily. So again, I'll move another one of these units. It's only a 6. But if we can get him into Kraków and Tarnów, I'm going to feel somewhat more safe. So let's push him into Tarnów. I don't see anybody getting into Kraków next turn. Let's hope not, as that would be quite a hell of a loss. We've also got some units over here near the Jablonica Pass that we could try to use. So I'm going to start attacking over here. And again, see if we can't push Tortuga Power's forces back quickly. Now, Valjevo is looking more and more open. The question is, do we take the risk of attacking here? I think we have to. I really think we have to. I'm even going to send in our recon bombers. I was hoping to sort of improve our lot in this situation. And I am going to start attacking Valjevo. As you can see there, the defenses are pretty strong. No doubt about it. He can reinforce these units really quickly. That's the problem, is if we want to take Valjevo, we've got to break through on the first turn. It's pretty much that simple. You see, we're already seeing issues here. We're switching out our armies, just trying to pretty much improve our chances of breaking through, but easier said than done. Again, even here at Sarajevo, we're going to have to do something about defending the front. We could bring this unit over from Budapest. It's just a core. It could have some value, although I'd rather bring over, of course, an entire army. Here's what we'll do. I didn't plan to bring German forces over to this front, but that's going to be essential either way. So let's go ahead, push through with our Germans. Now, the thing is, we're going to have to get a German general over here for sure. There's no doubt about that. And look at that. We've actually got that French submarine. We'll try to take it out. Of course, it's never fun to deal with all of these French submarines, but what I'm going to do is try to get past his lines and still raid the rest of his convoys. Just doesn't look like we're going to break through those subs easily, let's say. Now, we've got our glorious Turkish allies. Unfortunately, they are not currently fighting. It's going to take them a little while to actually begin fighting. I might even start bringing some units down to essentially Egypt here, because that's going to be a big battle for us, is trying to keep Egypt pretty much under our control. It's currently going to be under British control. That's going to cause a whole host of problems, as you can imagine. So we're going to do everything we can to sort of improve that situation. Now let's also go to purchasing units. And already we can get some mountain core, some standard core, etc. I think we're just going to be getting standard core, at least for the Germans. We might even go ahead and get a detachment. And the only reason I'm getting these detachments is pretty much to hold down a city so that we can move our units elsewhere. Over here for our Austrians, I'm actually also going to get some core. We desperately need them. And we'll do the same thing with purchasing a detachment. And for our Ottomans, still waiting for detachments as well as Marines. I'm not sure I want to invest all that much in the Ottomans. I'm sure it's going to be important eventually. But right now, I don't know. I really don't. Just look across the line. I want to make absolutely sure that he can't break through anywhere else. We do want to keep our eye here on the Western Front, and the reason being, we could potentially turn this into a breakthrough. I don't think he's expecting us to. I think he's expecting us to stay away from the Western Front here, pretty much like he's doing, but we are going to try to break through right here. So as you can see, Already sending in units, already breaking one of his units here at the Vosges. If we can keep this throughout the conflict, it could be pretty great. The question is, do we want to push forward and try and take Nancy? I really don't know. Again, that's a big risk. We're just probing it out to sort of see what would happen, and yeah, that would be a big, big risk. He might even be able to destroy this unit now that we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Let me see if I can fall back. I hope I can. Get him back to Metz. Yeah, that's looking better. And pretty much just withstand, or try to withstand, any of the enemy attacks here. Even over here, see, we have a chance to break through. I might want to take that chance. We will take some losses in the attack, but we can obviously come back here and sort of fix these units, improve on these units, reinforce them. So I'm going to attack, move back. This is why we have that double line, because this allows us to do multiple attacks each turn. Was worried we weren't going to be able to get through there. We are just barely able. But we want to be careful here. This part of the line is getting a little bit, little light, as it were. But I really do want to try and get that kill. I'm seeing if I'm able to. Move this unit from Aachen back. Move him forward. So we can actually move the cavalry. If we could just move this guy back. I'm not a fan of using cavalry units here on the trenches, but whatever works. In this case, that did not. We would have to get another attack for that to work, and I'm just trying to see if any of these units could break through. It doesn't look like it. In fact, we'll move this guy back. We can get an attack, but we're going to end up losing the industrial center south of Brussels, which is not cool. Let's see if we can do anything about that. All right, not the worst situation in the world. Let's just hope that this 8 can actually hold the area. But destroying some of these units on the Western Front leads me to believe that maybe we need to focus or turn our focus completely to the West and really make that our last stand, as it were, because we're having a lot of trouble here in the East. Let's just face it, it is not easy to break through here, and of course, he's doing an exceptional job over here in the East of pushing through, of course, taking quite a few areas, Stanislav being one of them, and I feel like he could get through this pass of the Tatars and just cause a lot of problems. So let's hope we can do something about that. Let's take a look over here. Can any of these guys reinforce? I don't think so. But what I am going to do is just rebuild that line, or just have that line prepared for any attacks. In fact, we're even going to bring up the detachment from Königsberg to pretty much set up on the line and prepare for any of these Russian attacks. At Memel, I think for sure we're going to lose this unit. Oh, I didn't mean to do that at all. Big mistake. What we'll do is we will send this unit here. Absolutely did not mean to do that. What we'll do is we can actually bring over another one, which I potentially might do. But I think even better is we'll entrench here, force him to really push to go ahead and take this fort. As long as Königsberg remains under our control, I think we'll be all right. I hope so. Yeah, that open space on Tilsit worries me, without a doubt. It worries me. I think we've got to do something, even if it means bringing over one of our German friends. Might be worth it. Nope. Nope. We're going to have to hope that he doesn't push there, I think. Let's see. Yeah, almost certainly, we're going to have to hope he doesn't push there. I will try once again. Okay, Budapest. We got kind of lucky. And again, this is with a 5. I don't know just how effective he's going to be there. But hopefully he can put up some sort of defense. Now, what I'm worried about is them going for Allenstein, these areas right here. That's going to be a serious problem if they do go for it. So really, anything we can do to get into that Allenstein area is probably going to be helpful. Let's be honest here. Let's just hope that, yeah, I'm thinking he can't get here in one turn, but we also don't know what's right here. He could actually have some units waiting here at Allenstein and prepared to move in. If that were the case, we would fall back on the line and reform our defensive lines near Königsberg. For now, though, we don't have to worry about it. We just have to keep on going. So let's keep our fingers crossed, and let's see what Tortuga is going to do in the next turn. I wish him... Well, actually, I don't wish him any luck whatsoever. How's about that one? Catch you guys on the next video.